My name is Manasa. I'm a journalist with the Citizens, and currently I'm in Jahangirpuri in New Delhi, India. The story of Facebook and big tech in India is a huge one of misinformation, disinformation, hate speech, and not to add political collusion and favoritism. For years now, Facebook has avoided accountability and failed to act against hate speech in India.
We take our responsibility to serve the people in India who are already using Facebook and WhatsApp. We take that very seriously.
And now, increasingly, we are witnessing an enmeshing of social media with the spread of hate and offline violence against minorities. One such recent case, Jahangirpuri violence in Delhi. On 16th April this year, Hindus were celebrating Hanuman Jayanti, and it was the month of Ramzan for Muslims. In this Delhi neighborhood, religious tensions gave rise to violence that day as the last Hindu rally passed a mosque in the area. But conflicting narratives surfaced post-violence.
पौने 6 बजे के मस्जिद के सामने उन लोगों ने गाड़ी में डीजे लगा रखा था, गेट के सामने डीजे बजा रहे थे फुल साउंड में। तो तारे का टाइम था, तो मस्जिद से कुछ लोग कह रहे थे कि आप ये आवाज़ कम करो, थोड़ा आगे बढ़ जाओ, रोज़ा इफ्तारी का टाइम है, अजान होने वाला है। तो उसमें से कुछ लोग बच्चे जो शरारती थे मस्जिद के गेट के सामने भगवा झंडा फेंकने लगे।
तो हनुमान जयंती का जो शोभा यात्रा जिसे ये कह रहे थे, उसमें साफ दिखाया गया, तलवारें थी, डंडे थे, बेस वो था, उसका जो था स्पोर्ट्स की कई चीज़ें थी, तो बड़ा हिंसक था वो, वायलेंट।
While some blamed Hindus in the rally of provocation, claiming that they tried to hoist their flags in the mosque, other accounts denied that the flag incident happened.
जहाँ तक देखा मैंने अपनी आंखों से कि मस्जिद के पास से कोई झंडा मस्जिद के अंदर नहीं लगाया गया था। दरअसल ये बात गलत है।
There were yet others who said Muslim residents were the ones to initiate violence.
अब वो कह रहे हैं कि हमारे मस्जिद के सामने से बार बार के हम ही गए थे और रैली गए थे। अटैक तो हमारी रैली पे क्यों, किस लिए किए?
In all, it remains unclear how events unfolded. However, it did come to light that there was no police permission granted for the last Hanuman Jayanti procession carried out by Hindus. So far, the police have arrested more than 30 people.
A total of 37 accused were arrested. Out of these accused, 30 are Muslims and 7 are Hindus, they say.
The police charge sheet names some Muslim men as conspirators of the violence, but the investigation is still ongoing and this claim could not be independently verified. As it stands, the police probe is less than transparent, and the evidence does not conclusively point to Muslims being instigators. Yet that is the narrative that seems to have taken a hold, spread via news and social media channels. In fact, Hindu residents I spoke to in the area were too quick to name a Muslim man named Ansar to be responsible.
सही जो जैसे बोल रहे हैं कि उसका अभी हमने वीडियो में देखा है कि अंसर लड़ाई करता नहीं है, वो दानवीर है, ये है, वो है, पराना ढेंगा है, ऐसा कुछ ही नहीं है। वो तो खुद ही दिखा रहे हैं कितना बड़ा क्रिमिनल है, वो तो खुद ही दिखा रहे हैं, मास्टरमाइंड वही है।
कौन दिखा रहा है?
न्यूज़ वाले भी दिखा रहे हैं। हमें नहीं पता ये आंसर कौन है, हमें इतना भी नहीं पता है ना। वो तो हम न्यूज़ में देख रहे हैं, वही देख रहे हैं कि ऐसा भी हो सकता है।
Despite the fuzzy details, differing anecdotes, blames, counter-blames, and not a very transparent police probe, what is clear is the role played by social media at large in stoking and inflaming religious tensions. After this incident, Muslim-owned shops, houses, and establishments in the area were razed to the ground without warning in what has been dubbed bulldozer politics. And this aggression was justified using an outsider narrative leveled against Muslims of the area that started circulating on news and online post-violence.
जारी है, बात दिल्ली दंगे की कर लेते हैं। देखिए, दिल्ली के जहांगीरपुरी हिंसा का क्या कोई बांग्लादेशी कनेक्शन है?
इन्होंने दंगे करवाने के लिए देश के अलग अलग हिस्सों में बांग्लादेशी मुसलमानों को बसा रखा है, उनके माध्यम से ये दंगे करवाते हैं।
Baseless claims were floated that Muslims in the area, many of whom hail from the Indian state of Bengal, were actually from the neighboring country of Bangladesh and therefore were illegals.
जी रोहिंगा बांग्लादेशी बोलते हैं, मगर हम यहाँ के कोई भी रोहिंगा ना कोई बांग्लादेशी है। अगर हम रोहिंगा बांग्लादेशी है तो वेस्ट बंगाल में क्यों ढूंढेंगे दिल्ली पुलिस? हम लोगों को ये भी कहा गया है कि जहांगीरपुरी में कुछ लोग बांग्लादेशी रहते हैं, हम लोगों की पैदाइश यहीं की है, दिल्ली की है। कुछ वीडियो ऐसा है, मैंने डाउनलोड भी करके रखा है, जो कह रहे हैं कि ये बांग्लादेशी रहता है, ये बांग्लादेशियों का घर दुकान टूटा जा रहा है। रोहिंग्या, बांग्लादेशी रोहिंग्या कह रहे हैं।
Not just that, they were painted as evil and criminal in large sweeping generalizations, leading to demonization of Muslims as a community.
जहांगीरपुरी में कहीं भी चोर, कहीं भी बदमाश अगर पाया जाता है तो वो सी ब्लॉक से निकला हुआ होता है। इनकी मानसिकता और इनका डीएनए ना बहुत अलग है हम लोगों से, बहुत ज्यादा। रोहिंग्या, बांग्लादेशी, घुसपैठिया।
Such anti-Muslim hate speech is no exception to this one incident. It has continued to thrive on Facebook and Facebook-owned platforms for a while now, their role being registered previously during the 2020 Delhi riots.
नहीं देखा कुछ नहीं, बस उसमें जय श्री राम के नारे, भगवान नहीं कहते हैं आप मेरे नारे लगाओ।
Along with platforming hate speech, the WhatsApp groups that exist also seem to be places of reinforcement and mobilization of pro-Hindu and anti-Muslim sentiments in what seems to be a Hindu solidarity and Hindutva project.
हो रहा है, सबको मिलना है, जैसे कि कोई भी बवाल होता है वो इस चीज को अफवाह करते हैं कि हम सब भाइयों एक हो जाते हैं, हम सब एक हैं। वैसे तो पूरा भारत एक है, इसमें तो कोई अलग नहीं है, लेकिन उस ग्रुप के अंदर जैसे कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बहुत ज्यादा जाति पात को लेकर मानते हैं, नहीं हिंदू मुस्लिम ऐसा है।
पर ज़्यादातर जो नैरेटिव चल रहे हैं आजकल, खास करके मंदिर, मस्जिद, हिंदू, ये सब चीज़ों के मैसेजेस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पर और चीज़ों पर ज़्यादा आता है। एक हिस्ट्री तोड़ मरोड़ कर उसको एक फेक तरीके से बनाना, ऐड कर देना कि पहले ये हुआ था, पहले हिंदू ऐसे थे, मुग़ल ऐसे थे। ना तो वो समझ में आती हैं चीज़ें, कहाँ से वो चलती हैं, कौन चलाता है, कहाँ से चल के कहाँ पहुँचती हैं और लोग उसको लाइक करते हैं। बहुत दिमाग बड़ा अपसेट्स हो जाता है कि आखिरकार ये क्या चल रहा है।
Narratives like these strongly emerge on mainstream news and alternative news sites, and then these clips and messages catering to such narratives find further fuel on social media.
So, I mean, there have been a lot of criticism of Facebook for allowing hate speech, and of late they've been under pressure to actually not put down pages or accounts that do. So there is, I think, a strategy now adopted by a lot of political actors and pages that they can get away with the guidelines or categories that Facebook impose on hate speech, etc. by saying it but not saying it. So a lot of time it's dog whistling.
But people like Fareed Ahmed, Akbar and Hasina, whom I spoke to, whilst they're able to identify the role of the government and other bad actors in the spread of hate, are quite oblivious to the role played by social media itself. Given all the issues highlighted with reference to Facebook, especially in the Indian context, what has Facebook been doing about this?
They were asked to depose before the Delhi Assembly, but I don't think much has come out of it. They evaded a lot of questions that the Assembly asked to them, and so far there's been no real action that Facebook has taken on many of these reports that have pointed out the irregularities and violation of laws.
In fact, Facebook itself commissioned an independent human rights report in India in August 2020. But more than 2 years since then, this has turned out to be a sham.
So as someone who's part of that pretty long, drawn-out process, I know for a fact that the report has a lot of very damning evidence about Meta's failure to take action against hate speech in India, Meta's collusion with the BJP, and essentially the report paints a very, very damning portrait of the company. And since it was damning, they have chosen not to publish it, cherry-pick 3 or 4 pages, and release a self-congratulatory, essentially press release. They simply do not want to take action because they stand to gain financially from the continual spread of hate speech in India, because that's what the BJP wants, and the Meta wants to remain in the good books of the BJP to ensure the continuing of their operations and increases in their revenue. It's like this simply because the company is time and again putting its own profits over human rights.